Welcome to this daily PBJ devotional. Read Genesis 50, Job 16 and 17, and Psalms 20 through 23 today. This devotional is about Job 16 and 17. Then Job answered, I have heard many things like these. Miserable comforters are you all. Is there no end to your long-winded speeches? What provokes you to continue testifying? I could also speak like you if you were in my place. I could heap up words against you and shake my head at you. But I would encourage you with my mouth, and the consolation of my lips would bring relief. Even if I speak, my pain is not relieved, and if I hold back, how will it go away? Surely he has now exhausted me. You have devastated all my family. You have bound me, and it has become a witness. My frailty rises up and testifies against me. His anger has torn me and opposed me. He gnashes his teeth at me. My adversary pierces me with his eyes. They open their mouths against me and strike my cheeks with contempt. They join together against me. God has delivered me to unjust men. He has thrown me to the clutches of the wicked. I was at ease, but he shattered me. He seized me by the neck and crushed me. He has set me up as his target. His archers surround me. He pierces my kidneys without mercy and spills my gall on the ground. He breaks me with wound upon wound. He rushes me like a mighty warrior. I have sewn sackcloth over my skin. I have buried my horn in the dust. My face is red with weeping, and deep shadows ring my eyes. Yet my hands are free of violence, and my prayer is pure. O earth, do not cover my blood. May my cry for help never be laid to rest. Even now my witness is in heaven, and my advocate is on high. My friends are my scoffers, as my eyes pour out tears to God. Oh, that a man might plead with God, as he pleads with his neighbor. For when only a few years are past, I will go the way of no return. Job 17. My spirit is broken, my days are extinguished, the grave awaits me. Surely mockers surround me, and my eyes must gaze at their rebellion. Give me, I pray, the pledge you demand. Who else will be my guarantor? You have closed their minds to understanding, therefore you will not exalt them. If a man denounces his friends for a price, the eyes of his children will fail. He has made me a byword among the people, a man in whose face they spit. My eyes have grown dim with grief, and my whole body is but a shadow. The upright are appalled at this, and the innocent are stirred against the godless. Yet a righteous one holds to his way, and the one with clean hands grows stronger. But come back and try again, all of you, for I will not find a wise man among you. My days have passed, my plans are broken off, even the desires of my heart. They have turned night into day, making light seem near in the face of darkness. If I look for Sheol as my home, if I spread out my bed in darkness, and say to corruption, you are my father, and to the worm, my mother or my sister, where then is my hope? Who can see any hope for me? Will it go down to the gates of Sheol? Will we go down together into the dust? This is God's word. There are times when we need to speak hard but truthful words to each other. Jesus commanded us to go to a fellow believer who sins and point out their fault. That's Matthew 18, verse 15. But that command is for a situation where you have direct knowledge of the sin, either because you were sinned against, or saw the person sin, or the believer is not hiding the sin and everyone knows about it. We are not commanded to make assumptions about one another or accuse others of sin when we have no evidence. It is never wrong to ask if someone is in sin, but it is never right to accuse without a clear basis. Job's friends had no evidence that Job had sinned. Not one of them pointed out a specific instance of sin, or even suggested specific ways in which Job might have caused himself this trouble by sinning. His friends worked backward from his calamity to accusations of sin because, in their theology, God punishes sinners and rewards the righteous. Job's tragedies were all the evidence his friends thought they needed to accuse him. Nobody likes to be accused, so it is insulting to accuse someone without evidence, especially if the person being accused is actually innocent. Job was dealing with incredible trauma, and instead of being comforted, his friends called on him to fess up. It is a cliche to talk about adding insult to injury, but that's exactly what Job's friends did to him. His statement in chapter 16, verse 2b, "You are all miserable comforters, all of you," expressed the frustration Job felt based on how his friends were treating him. What Job needed was not accusers who would help him come clean. What he needed were loving friends who would help him. And what would have been helpful to him? Two things. One, encouragement. In chapter 16, verses 4b and 5, Job said, and this is from the NIV, "If you were in my place, my mouth would encourage you. Comfort from my lips would bring you relief." A godly friend would have comforted Job with affirming words that God's ways were always right. So this would turn out for good someday. The second thing Job needed was prayer. In chapter 16, verses 20 and 21, we read these words. These are from the NIV. "My intercessor is my friend, as my eyes pour out tears to God. On behalf of a man, he pleads with God, as one pleads for a friend." How can you help a fellow believer who is hurting? Encouragement and prayer. Is someone coming to mind right now who needs this? Pray for them now, and then contact them to encourage and pray with them. And if you found this devotional helpful, please go to dailypbj.com/subscribe and subscribe via email to receive them in your email every day. Please consider becoming part of my financial support network. Go to dailypbj.com/support for more information about that. Please share this message with someone who might need the encouragement today, and I'll see you next time. May God bless you. I hope you have a great day today.